Namaskaram everyone. How are you guys doing? Uh what's it? Third day of Shivanga? Yes, third day of Shivanga. What have to say that? I don't know. Something about the Shivanga sunrise. I feel right now it feels very. I was just driving my car today, and suddenly I noticed in front of a car in front of me there was this picture of Adyo. Suddenly I felt like Adyo was just putting me a part of me, and I don't know. I started crying while driving the car. I don't know why that happened. And after some time, right in front of me, there was an auto rickshaw also where Adyo's picture was there. I don't know. I just felt like Adyo is there. I think it's just because I'm doing this podcast. I get told, you get to be the limb of Shiva. Different kind of dimension will open up. So, definitely, guys, next month or if you have the opportunity to give Shiva an opportunity, maybe, inner engineering or Hatha Yoga might be getting a little weaker or, the experience. I think Shivanga is the one thing that you can do. Guys, it's for guys right now. So, one thing that you can do. Yes, sorry. Oops, my voice is not clear. You're right. I didn't. So sorry. So sorry. I hope the voice is clear now. Yeah. Namaskaram. Monishaka. Hey, beautiful life. Hey, Simon. Hey, Tiken. Happy man. Prachiyaka. Namaskaram. Is Kerala cold? No, Kerala is not cold. It's a very nice weather, summery kind of weather. But yeah, it's a bit on the hotter side actually. Sun is going nice, and especially after I'm doing the Shivanga sadhana, I feel really good. It's very nice. I feel really like very very good. So yeah, feeling very that a little joyful within me to do the Shivanga sadhana. It's for this I have to sleep a little bit early. I wake up early. I do the practices, and especially I'm eating very less food compared to, and first meal is after 12. So I think that is also making a lot of difference. Just having two meals, telling no to all the snacks that comes my way. So the more I'm telling no to things of my body and mind, is actually making everything much more pleasant for me. Namaskaram. Namaskaram, Vivekana. Tell me something about virus. And I am type 1 diabetic with many dietary restrictions. I'm thinking too much about it. Oh, I do not know exactly what type 1 diabetes is and what the restriction, but Anna is just like Shiva's, and I think Bhairavi Sana also you have to eat only 2 meals a day. First meal after 12. But in the morning you can actually have peanuts. I'm sure peanuts is not an issue. And vegetarian meals for diabetes, if vegetarian, I think for diabetes, isn't vegetarian meal good because less sweet, no unnecessary, unhealthy food. So I think when you do the Bhairavi Sana, it'll be a very pleasant experience for you. That's what I personally feel, but I'm no doctor. So, but I'm thinking, Anna, when we actually do Bhairavi Sana or Shivanga or Mahashivratri Sana, a lot of our body is actually working in its optimal level. So I think it'll be very, very good, Anna. But see for yourself and see it. If it is something that you can do, I would definitely suggest you do it, and it'll be a beautiful experience for you. How to be content creator like me? This thing, Anna, in this, find the one thing that you are good at. You do not need to be a content creator just for the sake of content creator, Anna. I would say don't be a content creator, Anna. See what is it that you're good at and what is it that can add value to other people, and what is that. Find that thing and make content on that. And that when you make content, it should not be about getting a lot of followers, getting a lot of likes. If that is why you want to be a content creator, you have already lost the, you will find that it will be a very what do you call, a very miserable thing that you might initially you might like it, but it will be a very unhealthy thing that you will be doing for yourself. So more than being a content creator, see in what way you can enrich other people's life, and if you have something like that, definitely make content. And enriching doesn't need to be something big. Maybe you just documenting your life, you just telling, I am trying to be a content creator, I don't know what a content creator means, but I'm trying. That itself is add value to people. So find that, Anna, and just do it. See you on Mahashivaratri, Kirtiyaka. I'm good. Why first meal after 12? I don't know exactly, but that's how what we are told. These are the two things. I think it is a way because almost everyone, if you look at everyone in the world, they say, do not skip your breakfast, guys. Breakfast is the first meal. But that again, maybe it is good. I'm not saying it's definitely have your breakfast. It's very healthy. But again, I think I've seen a lot of people at Isha who have been continuing the Shivangasana for years and they have their first meal after 12 and they are super healthy people. So again, that's a limit within our mind that we give that the first meal has to be breakfast. But if you actually have a certain yogic practice, and it is, I think, maybe very healthy for us to have a first meal after 12 because the yogic practice definitely support. And it's not that we are entirely skipping breakfast. We are told to have a handful of groundnuts, and groundnuts are like potent source of food. Every vitamin, protein, I think, is there in it. So Sadhguru says, certain yogis live only on peanuts. So in a way, we are telling our body and mind that these are all unnecessary things you're thinking, but you can actually survive on this. Why not daily? It's getting a bit hectic, Anna. So, and I'm just working on some podcasts. I'm actually, to be very honest, I'm taking a bit slow for myself, working on certain things within myself, and I'm taking it slowly. Is it physically intensive in any way? I'll manage food, but sometimes due to hyper, I need to. No, physically it's not at all intensive. No, it's not at all. Shivanga is a bit physically intensive, but Bhairavi Sana is not at all physically intensive. Devi Dandam, right? We stand like this and on the floor. So it's a very simple process and chanting. So it's not at all physically intensive. If that's the worry, definitely it's not. And if you want to have glucose, that all you can have, Anna. You can have your medicines and everything. There's no such issues. Many people say that we are the agent of Sadhguru. What to say? Then you tell them, yes, what to do. I'm an unpaid agent. I don't get paid. Every agent gets paid, but I don't get paid. But I get paid in something within me. Just say that. See, the moment when someone says something, the whole idea for them is to, irritate you and see how. But usually when someone talks to me about Sadhguru, something bad, I say the double thing. Like, if someone says Sadhguru is fraud, I'm like, yeah, he's a fraud. But what to do? I like all the frauds things you do, and I support him in his fraudery. So that's what the moment there's something, it actually doesn't affect me because I can see where they're coming from. Because I used to be in their shoes at one time, thinking about all this, what is this nonsense and all that. So I understand them where it comes from. So when they say it, I don't take it. I just see myself in them saying that. So why would I get angry with myself? So I just simply say that. Yes, it's open. Actually, one of the Annas who initiated Sharanana is actually going. You just need to go to the ashram and I think you need to book the dates or something and you can climb, I think. And is there any... I'll be doing all the practices that are given in the Shivanga, but you should not break the, certain things, it is better when people experience it for themselves. So yeah, whatever is asked, the plan is I will do it. And I had done all that before also. It's very hard, but yeah. Yes, Himaka, I'm doing it. I'm good, Vishnu. I was answering that Anna's query. I was not telling it actually Sadhguru is a fraud. My God, that was never. You didn't get the joke, Anna. Thank you, Anna. I emailed that Bhairavi Sadhana people. They is my concern for that, but I was concerned for physical nature as even Surya Kriya sometimes get intensive for me. No need to worry, Anna. It's not at all. It's nowhere like Surya Kriya is like very intensive compared to Bhairavi Sadhana. Bhairavi Sadhana is a very simple, slow process. It's very relaxing. It's like Shavasana, a little bit like that. Yeah, so you don't need to worry. It's very okay. What time I wake up nowadays? Because of Shivangasana, I try to wake up by 5:30 a.m. and yeah, for the past 3-4 days. And yesterday, energy initiation also 5:30. Yeah, I've been waking up at 5:30. Anna, current sadhana, Isha Kriya, Margari Mantra, Shambhavi 2 times. I also need to do Mahashivratri. Yes, and definitely at Mahashivratri sadhana, it'll be a very beautiful thing for you. Can you tell why women are being taken to Velanagiri Hills? And how do you know anything? Oh, women are actually not allowed to climb Velangiri Hills, Anna. So, yeah. So I don't know what you're talking about. If it has changed, in my knowledge, women are not allowed. Yeah. So the energies up there are, I think, not conducive for women. So, excuse me, guys. Awesome, Saravana. Oh, you got the joke, Dungarana. Great. Yes, Dungarana, that's the plan, to go to the Velanagiri Hills. Excuse me, guys. So sorry. Yeah. See, it is. And from the story, it is said that Shiva actually walked up the mountain, and when he sat there, his energies were in a different way. So I don't know what exactly. So maybe that's why I'm just throwing it, but I don't know. But essentially, that's what energies are not, certainly continuously for women. So women are not, none of the women actually come there for, yeah. They are not. They don't do Shivanga sadhana. Yeah. For sleeping, whenever I feel a bit thing, I try to do Isha Kriya. I get Isha Kriya, or I read a book. A book I read for 5-10 minutes, and then only I go to sleep. To be honest, I'm sometimes driven by all the negativity and all the things people say. It's okay, Anna. It's your love for Sadhguru. It's your love for Sadhguru that makes you. When someone says we feel hurt, that's natural. That's okay. That's okay. It's just that when I personally look at it this way, the aim of Sadhguru is to touch everyone. So when someone says bad against Sadhguru, I look at it this way. Even Sadhguru wants to touch these people also. And right now, they see me as the one person who Sadhguru has touched, and they're actually checking me like, if he says something bad about Sadhguru, what will this guy do? If they throw something, Sadhguru says, if they throw something bad, and if you're actually good, then good should ooze out of So for me, these guys are actually giving me the check that whether these practices are working or not. And am I successful every time? No, definitely not. Definitely no. I also sometimes get a bit, why are you talking about Sadhguru? That definitely happens. But yeah, but the aim is that to work at it, to the quality checking is good actually. I like the quality checking. It keeps me grounded. Self-doubt, that's good, Anna. The whole idea of the spiritual process, Sadhguru is always keeping us in doubt. He never allows. See, Anna, if you ever think that your doubts will go, let me be very honest. I am always doubtful about myself, to be very honest. Whenever I think some conclusion or something, I see a Sadhguru, I'm like, what the hell is this? This is not. So if you're on the spiritual path, and if you're especially with Sadhguru, doubt is something that we have to learn to deal with. And I think it's good. It keeps us, like Sadhguru says, if we become too confident, we'll think this is the right thing and we'll keep on doing it. But doubt means, we look at things again and again, again and again. I'm good, Siddeshana. You do sadhana. Your wife, Akka, feeling reaction. Akka, you do sadhana. Reaction, Akka, do sadhana. Oh, she doesn't do any practices, but she's a devotee of Devi and Saraswati Devi, I think, or Lakshmi Devi. She does some Devi process. She does, she does some chants and all every day. So she has her own thing going on, and she has no issues with me doing sadhana. She's a very, very supportive. She's very supportive to whatever I do. Yeah. What kriyas you do every day? I do Shambhavi and Shakti Chalana and Shunya practice and Hatha Yoga whenever possible. Hi. What will you ask Sadhguru if you get a chance to ask? If I get a chance to ask, I hope I don't get a chance to ask because I don't have a question. I hope my chance goes to someone who genuinely has a question to ask because I don't have anything to ask, and whatever. I feel like Sadhguru has given me access in a different way to him. So that's the blessing I have, and I don't want to ask any question. I actually don't want to waste. I'm not against anyone asking any questions. I respect that people have their questions, and it's beautiful. Like many people have asked their questions, and that has answered many of my questions when they asked, even questions I did not know that I have. Nothing means I totally love all the questions, and it's a seeker's genuine thing to ask his guru a question. But it's just my within me. I personally feel like if I ask Sadhguru a question, it's a waste of his time. That much time of his could be used for so many things. So that's what I personally feel within me. Maybe it might change, but right now that's how I feel. I want to know. I'm a non-veg person. Can I wear Rudraksh? Definitely, Anna. There's no such issue. Like the Panchamukhi Rudraksh, it does not have anything restrictions. I'm on a special Shivanga sadhana, so this Rudraksh we are supposed to go on vegetarian. That's it. And when we finish, we remove this Rudraksh and keep. But all the other kinds of Rudraksh which Isha gives, you can wear no matter what your diet is. Which Hatha Yoga best for body exercise? So in a recent podcast, what I personally feel is Angamardana. If you're looking for physical fitness and exercise and energy, then Angamardana would be the practice. Happy New Year. Thank you for tuning in from Romania. Thank you. No, I have not met Sadhguru. You're blessed. Thank you. And I'm getting irritated by Kannada pride. How to deal with this? Why Kannada guys so rude? Oh, is it? I don't know. And I have not come across. I have a lot of friends from Karnataka, and they're all very nice people. Maybe more volunteers, very nice and humble human beings. So many Dilip Anna, so many people, like the very humble people. Shamaka, are very nice and loving people. I don't know why. Maybe it's okay, Anna. Let them have their pride. You leave it, Anna. Tell me your experience of Shunya. Shunya it's not. See, Shunya means nothingness. How do you define nothingness? That's the thing. That's the experience. It's very hard to. But if you're looking for something tangible, we all strive for that meditativeness, right? That feeling meditative. If you do it to Shunya, it is beyond that also. And it is actually there. You can't fake it. Because it's such a powerful process. Yeah. When I asked my parents to Isha Center as Sadhana Pada teens, but they give example of Ram Rahi, Asaram, and other fraud guru, and say that he's also fraud, they won't let me go. Yes, this is something that our Indian parents, and we can't blame them also entirely because because of these certain people who have caused a lot of damage to the guru name. All the genuine masters who have there, the culture, our rich culture, we are not able to experience it. But Akka, this is what I would like to tell you. What Sadhguru has given us does not necessarily need us to be in the ashram or do sadhana pada. Your sadhana pada is your home, along with people who are against this. But if they actually see the practices are working for you internally, they will also change. Like just like my parents, my parents are actually very resistant to this. They're like, what the hell is this? Sadhguru will take him. But they actually saw a lot of change within me. And now whenever I get a little this thing, my mom is actually one who's telling me, you do your yoga, wake up early and do your yoga. And she doesn't do the practices. My dad doesn't do, but they know what Sadhguru is doing and they are really okay with all that. So, but it'll take its time. You give its time. They're your parents. So as long as they don't tell you to stop your sadhana, don't do this, don't do that, it's okay. They are also, they are also doing what they think is best for you. Vinay Kumar, don't talk in Hindi with the Vinayana, you may be crossing across wrong people. Who wear Lingaviri pendant? Anyone can wear Lingaviri pendant, Akka. What should I say in response to that to persuade them? You should not persuade them. Don't persuade them, Anna. Do not. Because if they want to be persuaded, they would have understood. No. I personally, it's hard to persuade. It's almost next to impossible in my experience. Especially when they're saying he's a fraud and all, it becomes harder. So it's better to do your sadhana at home right now and do the regular things. And sadhana pada will always be there. It's not that it's going somewhere. So you wait, Akka. Give it its own time. And maybe there are certain things that needs to happen within you also before you go for sadhana pada. So just see it as that. Sadhguru always says this, if life doesn't happen the way we want, it's the best. That means something totally different is happening, and that's the best. It should happen like that. It's like a movie. It's like a crime thriller movie with a super awesome suspense. Before, when we see the poster, we make one conclusion. When in the theater, we think, oh, this is what it's going to happen because it's this director. Even during the break time, we discuss with a friend. And in the end, if a totally different thing happens, we come out of the movie theater telling, whoa, it was the best movie ever, right? And that's what, when things don't happen in our life, also the same thing. But let's say if the movie, everything what we predicted happens, we'll be saying, I already know it was a bakwas movie. Right? So think it like that. I have exams in 15 days. How should I calm myself? I would definitely suggest Chit Shakti and Chit Shakti meditation for peace and Isha Kriya. These two practices and balancing practice will help you a lot, Anna. Do it whenever you can. But the next thing, Anna, exams. It's just exams. The main thing is that even if you fail, you're not going to lose your life or anything. This is something I wish someone had told me when I was getting unnecessarily worried about exams. You just do your best. Just enjoy the exams and don't worry about it. Unless someone is forcing you or something. I hope your parents are not doing it. You tell them also that this is an exam. I'll do what I want. I would suggest even before the exam, you go watch a movie and then go for the exams. Tell me some good South Indian movies. Good South Indian movies, definitely Bangalore Days. Bangalore Days is a good Malayalam movie. Check out Malayalam movies are really awesome. Tamil movies, if you like action movies, Vijay movies are really good. Vijay and Surya movies. A lot of awesome movies here. There is this one Malayalam movie called of Mohanlal's. Lucifer is nice. Lucifer movie. Then old movies of Mohanlal are very good. Just type Mohanlal movies, old movies, very good. Aran Tamburan. Aran Tamburan is the best. It is there on YouTube. Just type 6am Tamburan, THAMBURN, Aran Tamburan. Classic movies. But I don't know. I don't think it does have subtitles. I'm sorry. It doesn't have subtitles in YouTube. I know when practice is not making a difference, what to do? Doubt, am I doing right? All these things come. So I don't know if you have heard the story of this Ramakrishna Paramsa and this yogi who comes to him. So this is yogi who comes to Ramakrishna Paramsa, very hard. I heard this story from Sadhguru only. So a hard yogi who has taken his life into yoga. So he comes to this Ramakrishna Paramsa, see, I'm a yogi, but I see something new which is not there in me even after doing 20-30 years of yoga. So Ramakrishna says, you leave all this yoga, look back in your life and see something what did you love to do? Or is there something or someone you loved? Yogi says, no, love is not something I do. That is not for yogis. And Ramakrishna says, you leave all this yoga, you think. Then the yogi says, actually, long back, I left my family and went to the mountains because I wanted to pursue yoga. So I went there. But in the mountains, whether you're in the mountains or something, you need food to eat. So he got himself a cow and he started taking care of that cow. Morning, evening, afternoon, he used to take care of that cow. And when a cow comes into your life, I don't know, but I think it is like that, you have to actually take care of the cow, whether it's marriage is happening, whether, death is happening in your family. You have to take care of your family, and that's how it is. So he actually started loving the cow and, taking care of it. He felt disturbed if he didn't see the cow on a morning. So one day, another yogi came to this place and asked, can I stay at your place for 3 days? So now our yogi was super happy, thinking, finally, another human face. And he said, no, 3 days, you stay for as long as you want. But next day, that yogi said, no, I'm leaving this place. You're not a yogi. I thought you're a yogi, but you're just not a yogi. You're a fake. So this yogi got disturbed, like, why are you saying like that? So the other yogi said, see, you left all your family and everything and all the women in the world here. But here you have come and started in falling in love with this cow. So, and it was true also, our yogi was actually started, taking care of the cow, falling in love. So the other yogi left. Now our yogi was disturbed and he took the cow and left it at one place. And when he came back to that mountain, when he saw this hut, he could only remember the cow, where whatever he looked at, and he burned it and he left the place. Now when Ramakrishna heard this, he said, "Oh, so that's the thing. So you do yoga or whatever, but after you go back from here, you go buy a cow and take care of it well and love it as much as you can." Now the yogi was disturbed. What are you saying? Cow is my problem. I can't buy a cow and all. It is the worst thing I can do for myself. Ramakrishna said, "You don't do all that. You buy, take care of it. You come back after 1 year and then we'll see, is there something that we can do for you?" This yogi was disturbed, but still, this was Ramakrishna was telling it. Great mystic of that times, okay? And bliss, joy was exuding out of Ramakrishna. So our yogi went, bought a cow, and 1 year passed. And then our yogi came back and fell at the feet of Ramakrishna and said, "What 20 years of yoga couldn't do, just taking care of a cow did that for me. And today I can say, what is there within you is there within me also." So that is the thing, Anna. We have been given a cow, we don't need to worry about whether it's working or not. Sadhguru has given us the cow, Shambhavi Mahamudra. Whether it works or not work, you just do it. If it is okay, you just do it, Anna. As long as you don't feel a lot of harm or something else coming, definitely take a support of a teacher or talk. Whatever support you need, you take it. Just understand, Anna. Just do it with a lot of love. Don't do it for any benefits or anything. Just do it out of a lot of love. Just do it, and certain things will happen. Should I do Guru Puja program happening in Jaipur from? Definitely, Deepakana. If it is there, definitely go for it. It's a powerful process. Definitely go for it. It's a way to access all the masters. So please do it. No, Telugu Radu. Oh, I need to book for Vaisu movie. Many people trying to learn Kalari these days. Does Isha? So there are Samskriti students who teach Asha. I think Vishnu Anna does. One of my friends, Don, he's not a Isha Samskriti alumni, but he also teaches. I've done a podcast with him, and you can definitely check that out. I will most probably release it tomorrow, Anna. Might most probably remember. You did Jalnedi work for a long time. Jalnedi actually is a powerful practice, and if you can, you should do it. I couldn't continue it actually, but when I was doing it, actually definitely helped a lot. It was just that the pot, cleaning the pot is such a hassle. It is made of copper, so I find it very hard to clean the pot. That is the reason why I've stopped doing it. Namaskaram, Vaishya. I've seen a lot of your videos before my eye, and I want to thank you. Thank you, Anna. It's going good. Only problem I have is my bowels. It really interferes in my sinus. So emptying our bowels is actually it's a big issue. Sometimes, stomach problems are. So Anna, you need to find the kind of diet. I personally find that, when I go less on meat and dairy products, dairy products, if you carefully see dairy products like chocolates, things with a lot of sugar, fast food, just try experimenting with this, Anna. And if you try this, if you try to reduce, maybe not totally eliminating them, but if you try to reduce it, it'll make a lot of difference. Fried items, and even if you're not able to reduce, if before your meal, if you actually have 50% of your food raw, like fruits, salads and all, then you will see bowel movement becomes very easier. Even one of the things that helps me a lot is having neem and turmeric first thing in the morning after I wake up, a little bit of hot water, and that helps a lot. Having ghee before every meal. So if you can bring these simple things in our diet, I think it'll make a lot of difference, Anna. But I'll let you, maybe if these are not the cases, definitely talk with a Hatha Yoga teacher or maybe even your doctor if there are some other issues. But see, Anna, if you can make these simple changes and see if it is helping you. Oh my God, today's is a long live. I didn't realize it. That's awesome, guys. All of you are here, and thank you. Isha pot cleaning it's the hardest. I don't know. I am not an expert. I usually put it in water, put some vinegar and salt, leave it for 2 hours and it gets clean. But it's still, you have to wipe off everything and all. like Deepakanna says, Tripula Churnam. Yes, that if you want that, definitely you can get that. Okay, thank you guys. Need to sleep, have to wake up a little early. So, thank you guys. Bye. Good night. Skaram. Thank you all today. Actually, a lot of people. Just want to thank all 28 of you who are here, 20 and 30 people. Big shout. If you could just type where you guys are from, that would mean a lot to me, just to know where all you guys are tuning in from. Before I go off, could you just type where you're from so that I just know where you guys are watching from? Jaipur. Yes, we have Deepakanna from Jaipur. Dehradun. Oh, awesome. Namaskaram, Vishalana. Namaskar, I want to enroll for Bhairavi Sadhana, but I don't want to follow 35 days of sadhana. If that is not a commitment you can't make, then I would suggest do it later, Anna. It's 35 days, Anna, for the grace of the Devi. But I understand you might have some commitments, so whenever you can make it, you do it. Uttar Pradesh, Kilana, JV Anna from Jaipur, Slomyaka from US, Vivekana, Lucknow, Saranpur, Chhattisgarh, Maharashtra, but currently in Bangalore. Awesome. Oh, we have Kashi. Hey, Divyaka. I'm from Kochi. I met Somnath in his shop. Oh, awesome, Anna. Chennai. Hey, Chennai. What is schedule for Grace over? Even I don't know the exact schedule, but it's very relaxed schedule. Morning and evening session, and you get to attend all the events, and they take you to everything. So it's very nice. Even Mahashivratri also you can enjoy if you attend Grace of Yoga. Okay, I guess that's awesome. Good night, everyone. Good night.